Hello, Sinamgele Babugeli. Welcome to this week's edition of Yilungelo Lakho. It's your right. Thank you so much for joining us. Mina ke ngingumajali Alisha egama. Mbukele ekhambeni kwesikhathi sizonivulela phela izingcingo ukuthi nani nibe ingxenye yohlelo lwethu. Ukhumbule our studio numbers are 011-714-6918 noma 714-6919. You can also email us your thoughts to consumer@sabc.co.za or catch us on Facebook or tweet me at Alisha Jali. Hashtag Yilungelo Lakho. Sawubona Mbukeli. Our topic for today, Mbukeli, residing in a sectional title neighborhood is a growing trend among many urban consumers. The relative comfort and benefits of your property being under 24-hour security is one of the many reasons that many make this choice. However, for some consumers, such peaceful living comes at a price. Uvuyisile Mdoda usenzele lolu phenyo.
Ukuhlala kwindawo ezimbejembeje ezifana nezi ngumnqono wabantu abaninzi. Kodwa ubumbejembeje buqume imiqathango nemithetho umuntu ekumele inanzile nengatshabalalisa ubudlelwane bobumelwane. Izinto ezinjengemijuxuzo, unquzulwano ngendawo yokumisa izithuthi, kugcina izilwanyane, kwanokungavisisani kwabantu abalawula izindawo kunye nabahlali. Zezinye zezinto ngoku ezingazokuba namfuneko yokuba zisiwe enkundleni yamatyala kuba sekukho iofisi eza kuzixazulula. Ukuhlala kwindlu yakho ezimele yodwa yinto ethandwa luninzi kuba akukho mntu uza kubuza le athi sikwenza leya wenza ukuthandwa nguwe. Kodwa ukuba kufikelele kwindlu ezimeleyo, ukuthenga iflat okanye uhlale kwindawo efana nale licebo. Kwaye baninzi abakhetha le ntlalo. uRamola Naidu uthi ininzi into engamkholisiyo apha ahlala khona. Uthi abalawuli bale ndawo abanambatho ikholisayo ingakumbi kwindlela ekusetyenziswa ngayo imali.
This is a serious situation because our levies have escalated considerably. When you think that when we started off here in 1999, the levies for this unit was about 400 rands. But today, and that included the rates to the city council. But now we have the levies at 3,300 and the rates about 700. So we're paying just under 4,000 rands a month.
Uthi amalinge yokusungula inhlungu yakhe afena mthanyana. Into enzima yokuhlawula imali yenkonzo ilevi ngolasemzini qho ngenyanga abe umsebenzi wayo ungabonakali.
If you plan to go to court, the procedure, the civil procedure itself is very, very complicated. And the ordinary person who owns a home, you know, all you want is to own a home. And when you have a complaint, you have a simple story to tell. My house is not painted. It's not repaired. But if you go to court, you have to fill out a notice of motion, an affidavit, and replying affidavit, all sorts of things that most people don't understand. And then the legal expenses are very, very costly.
Akayedwanga Pop Buckland uthi ukuhlala kwindawo elawulwa ibody corporate inobunzima. Uthi kuninzi ungahambi kakuhle apha ahlala khona. Wathi akufuna ukuqonda ukuba imali zime njani na. Kwathi kanti unqike ilitye linembovane wazenzela nentshaba.
You'll always find that the managing agent would refer you back and say, let's get a go-ahead from the trustees, which in that case, it doesn't bring about more of a solution to the problem, because now if the managing agent cannot bring their skills to the sectional title owners or the body corporate owners, where do we have to run to?
Waya kucela uncedo iofisi ephanda izikhalazo zabantu abahlala eziflatsini, i-Community Scheme Ombud Services. Le ofisi imiselwe ukunceda abantu abanezikhalazo ngendlela ekulawulwa ngayo imizi efana nale. Noxa ingazivuli ingcango kusesikweni, abantu sebethontelana beyokufuna uncedo kuyo.
I feel that their procedure would be a simplified process. They would be more accessible to the public. Certainly I have found by just the initial inquiries that it is public friendly.
As soon as it is in operation, people will use it to the fullest.
Umlamli jikelele we-ofisi uDingi Dube uthi xa bejongile umninzi umsebenzi abaza kujongana nawo.
Before establishment of our office, there really wasn't a regulatory body that will deal with disputes. So all those residents of community schemes, if they have a dispute, either with the body corporate, the trustees and how they manage their finances, their only avenue where they need to go and resolve disputes was to go to the court. Now we all know how costly the courts are. And so really the rationale for establishing this office was to ensure that there is a cost-effective dispute resolution mechanism for people that resides in community schemes.
Ukusekwa le-ofisi kwamkelwe kwiinkalo ngeenkalo, uninzi lubeke ithemba lokuba iza kusombulula impixano ngendlela efikelelekayo. Kanye njengeziko lilamla iyanhlukano phakathi kwabasebenzi nabaqeshi, nelaziwa njenge-CCMA. Kuvuyisile Mdoda, Yilungelo Lakho, eGauteng.
Masibonge kakhulu ngalo mbiko kuvuyisile Mdoda. Now to understand the role of the newly created Office of the Community Schemes Ombudsman and how it will bring relief to consumers, let's extend a very warm welcome to Sis Dingi Dube. She is the Adjudicator General in the Office of the Community Schemes Service Ombudsman. Samgele nobud Elias Shamatla, yenage ucebisa abathengi phela ngamalungelo abo. And from our Cape Town studios, SA Point, we are joined by Ms. Karine Kutsia from Trafalgar Property Management. She is, of course, a property management expert there. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Alicia.
All right. Before we go any further, let's start with you, maybe Karine in Cape Town. What do you make of that insert that we've just seen in terms of the disputes? Is that something that you deal with on a daily basis?
Yes, Alicia, thanks for the opportunity. We see it a lot that owners living in sectional title don't really understand what is involved and how it works. They come from freestanding houses and then they buy into a sectional title scheme and they don't fully understand the duties of the owner, the duties of the trustees, the duties of the managing agent. In your insert, one lady commented on the managing agent is not doing anything. People don't fully understand that we as managing agents are only an agent. We only act on instruction from the trustees and from the body corporate. So we are fully welcoming the Community Ombuds Service, not only in terms of dispute resolution. As people said, court action is very expensive and it could be a very lengthy process. What is also available is arbitration, but in the last couple of years, arbitration also got very expensive. And arbitration was never available for people who have complaints against their developer or disputes with the developer. Disputes with the managing agent is also another thing that we're looking forward that will be dealt with by the service, because at this moment the only thing they can do is go to the Estate Agency Affairs Board, and the Estate Agency Affairs Board can only tell them we can only deal with issues where there's money involved. So I think people get very frustrated and they are also looking forward to this service. But we are also looking forward to this service, not only in terms of the dispute resolution, but also in terms of what the other services that they are going to provide. For instance, to be the keeper and quality controller of the governance documents of all the complexes. We find very much problems with the deeds office. We can't manage a complex without the proper rules and the proper plans. And we have many battles in getting that from the deeds office. So and also before 1997, complexes used to give their rules to the deeds office. The deed office used to look at them, read through them, give feedback before they actually registered them. Since 1997, rules are only filed at the deeds office. They don't even look at them. So you get all kinds of weird and wonderful rules that is actually not enforceable when it was filed at the deeds office.
Karine, we're going to get into further detail about all the challenges that you want this office to address. Don't worry, we have an hour. But Elias, ngiyazwe nucebisa abathengi izinto osebenza ngazo lezi. Awusipha ama examples zokuthi mubona le insight. Do you deal with that kind of complaints on a daily basis now?
First of all, as Alicia, I'm very happy for this office to be set up because it's going to help lots and lots of consumers who are in dire straits. every day we see consumers who often sell their properties not because they want to, because of the circumstances, because of the manner in which they are treated or ill-treated. I mean, you come to work in the morning and you have got your own drama at work. You go back home, you have got another drama from the trustees or the body corporate. It's not nice at all. And like small things. The case that we saw recently about a week ago, this gentleman is an engineer and he travels a lot. When he came back to his property after a week, he received a letter at a cost of 200 rand saying he must cut his grass. Things like that, whereby the caretaker can just knock at his door and tell him, you know what, sir, you have to cut your grass. But they don't do that. They serve a notice which cost him 200 rand.
And we're going to talk more about that. Sis Dinky, imanje before usichazela kabanzi nge-office elisha ozwayo ukuthi balimele kabi ngamehlo abovu abantu ukuthi babone ukuthi kwenzakalani. What is a sectional title? Yini mawukhuluma nge-sectional title uhlala endaweni enjani?
Okay. All right, Alicia. The sectional title is actually defined in the Sectional Titles Act.
Ungasichazela njengezizwe.
What it is, sisi, ukuthi uyabona mawuthenga indawo yokuhlala. And then but uyithenga ku building ukuthi uzoshare nabanye abantu, yeah? So leyo ndawo le bayibiza ukuthi sectional title. Kusho ukuthi wena uzo-owner nje the inside of the unit. Let us say mhlambe ku townhouse uthenga a 2-roomed, you know, uyibonile uyithandile and you say ufuna ukuhlala lapho, uyabona. So wena as an owner you own phela nje le section leyo, i-unit yakho ngaphakathi. And then i-building yona nendawo lakha njengazaba swimming pool, ama driveway, lezo ke ama common areas ukuthi uyashare namanye ama owners wakuloyo. So umthetho uthi that is what is called a sectional title.
Okay ke siyabonga lapho sisidinki mbukeli masibambe lapho siphuthumele ezitolo unganyakazi siyabuya maduze nje. Sikwamukele futhi mbukeli, thank you for staying with us. Remember our participation studio line is 011-714-6918 or 714-6919. You can also email us your views to consumer@sabc.co.za. Alternatively, catch us on Facebook or tweet me at Alisha Jali, #Yilungelo Lakho. Let's go back to C Point. Karine, please, as it is now, please explain the responsibilities of the property management agents.
Yes, Alicia, as managing agents, we have to wear many hats. People expect us to be psychologists, lawyers, law enforcers, debt collectors, bookkeepers, all of that. And all of that is encumbered in the management agreement that we have with the complexes. But there's also some kind of a misunderstanding where people expect us to paint the complex, which we can't actually do. We are only agents and we only respond in instructions from the trustees. So what we can do is we can advise the trustees and we can assist them with proper budgeting to be able to do the repairs and maintenance. But yes, yeah, we are only an agent.
All right, Sis Dinky, we've heard from our property management agents. Wonderful news, Galeli office, but awusichazele kabanzi i-background information. Yini eyenza ukuthi i-government is decide ukuthi leli office liyadingeka kakhulu?
Okay, Alisha, njengoba sowuzwile sisi ubhuti akhuluma nje no Karen ukuthi before i-office yethu Community Schemes Ombud Service was established, there really wasn't any other place where you could go to lodge a dispute. Ne? So the only place was to go to the court. And says gutama court ayadura, you have to pay high cost kuma lawyers, but also ithathis isikhathi eside. So government then realized, which is seeing that in the country there's a huge development, you know, in the sectional title and other community schemes sector. You know, many young people, I'm sure all of us around, there are many people that stay kuma townhouse, you know, kuma flats and so on, that there is a need to have a very cost-effective dispute resolution mechanism where people can go bazofaka ama-complaint wabo and then their matters are dealt with in a short period of time. That is really the reason why a Community Schemes Ombud Service was established.
But Elias, you guys are looking forward to ukuvula leli office, but where is it specifically going to assist you? Siyazi ukuthi ubudila mayelana nabantu abangajabulanga neze mayelana nendawo abahlala kuyona or izindlu abayithengile.
As she has explained, as well as Karine has explained, you may find that some of the rules, body corporate rules, are harsh to the dwellers. They are not conducive. For example, I've seen a set of rules from one complex whereby it said the baby